So in this video, we are going to talk about how to develop your own personal brand. And believe me or not, friends, everybody has a personal brand and most people don't know about it. They think that personal brand is something you create or you aspire to become, or great celebrities have personal brand. No, even your classmates, your friends have personal branding. And a personal brand is not what you show to the world, but a personal brand is something what is perceived as yours own. That means you can show that you are a very stylish guy in your college or something like that, but at the end of the day people think you are not a stylish guy, you are just a showmaker. That is your personal brand. You certainly don't want that. And I am here talking about your own image, your own reputation. That is your personal brand. Most people don't think it that way. People think that personal brand is something that is just a celebrity thing or just an influencer thing or just a great entrepreneurs, big entrepreneurs do. I certainly disagree with that thing. Each and every one has their own personal brand and each and everyone can develop their personal brand. Now, either there are two kinds of personal brand basically. First is where you choose to leave it by chance. You can leave it and by chance it will get developed, and then you cannot basically control it and you are just leaving it to destiny. But on the other hand, you take over the driving seat and you develop your personal brand. One great example is Ashneer Grover. Ashneer Grover knows exactly how to build a personal brand. You know why? Because he is very clear about his own image. He is extremely clear on what he wants to be perceived as. He wants to be perceived as an honest, brutal but reliable guy.
भाई क्या कर रहे हैं यार तू?
No matter what, he always has this I don't care attitude. Always. Whenever Ashneer Grover goes to any show or in Shark Tank also, College Fest, in any panel discussion, he has his own ground. He is never ever be someone who lobbies and creates their own sites. No, he has its site. Either you can join it or you cannot join it. He doesn't care basically. So that is his personal brand. His personal brand is a strong masculine image which is very honest but can be relied upon, and he can be brutal sometimes.
मैं तेरा दोगलापना उतारता हूँ अब.
But on the contrast, look at Alakh Pandey. Now I am going to compare it. Ashneer Grover, honest, brutal, very masculine, extremely rough, tough and stay on the ground. But on the other side, when you look at Alakh Pandey, on the contrast, he is the helpful person vibe. He always gives the helpful person vibe. Whenever he says hello bachon and he always is like a helpful person who wants to really help children. He is also a master of personal branding. You know why? Because he always wants to be perceived as the pro student person. He is never pro capitalism. He is never pro being a good big startup, but also at the end of the day he always wanted to be a pro student person, and he is very successful at it. And using this image only, he drove up his sales. His physics wala courses is very cheap and definitely reliable, but at the same time he is definitely cashing out his own personal image to build big brand, and everybody do it. It's not a bad thing, even it's a very good thing, because he is mastering the art of personal branding. And whenever look at Ashneer Grover, you cannot relate to him. Ashneer Grover has this glamorous image, but when you look at Alakh Pandey, you relate to him. Like, he is someone you know as a person at a very personal level. You connect to him. So that's why he wants to target teenage students to purchase his course. I have seen multiple institutes, coaching institutes, like I Neer Devan Academy, Byju's, Ellen, Physics Wala. But when you see at Physics Wala students, they have this aggressive supporting mindset for Alakh Pandey. Even if you talk to any student of Allen Career Institute or an academy, they have a great huge amount of respect for Physics Wala, that is Alakh Pandey. You know why? Because his personal brand is always pro student. Even students know that if anybody is with us or not, I think Alakh Pandey is with us, and that is what he always wanted to do, and he is doing it right now. Congratulations to him. But now, how can you develop your own personal brand? So first, be clear about your own image. People's perception cannot be clear about you if your own perception about you is not clear to you. So you have to be clear about your own image. Be consistent. Personal branding, what affects personal branding most, I think, credibility. Credibility is something which is always built upon consistency. How much you show up, what's your attendance on college, how much you fulfill the deadlines in an office, how much you achieve the targets in a sales job, or how much you give returns to your investor as an stock, as an entrepreneur in your own company, a public listed company, and how much good services as an entrepreneur you are giving to your own customers. That is your personal brand. Example of Vinita Singh. Vinita Singh started Sugar, and Sugar is a well-renowned. I have some female friends and they use Sugar cosmetics. The reliability of Sugar is very high because people are applying it on skin. They are very careful that whatever they apply is not going to harm their skin. This is where personal branding comes in. Vinita Singh always say, I use Sugar first, and and after that you use sugar. She always at a personal level uses sugar, so that is also a part of personal branding and credibility building, I would say. And here I would also say that don't be very accommodating. You know why? You don't want to be the rice of the group. Rice, it goes also with lentils, goes also with some chicken, but you always wanted to be the most nutritious thing. I'm just taking an example of rice, but you want to be something that is maybe an acquired taste but highly valuable and nutritious at the same time. So that is your personal brand. If you fit in everywhere, I think you are good for nothing. You don't have any shape. Being a people's person is a great thing, but at the same time, if you want to build a personal brand, you want to control your personal brand, there's something unique in you. You just have to identify it, and you cannot identify it or enforce it until you become a bit non-accommodating, I would say, for a lack of a better term, because always accommodation is not a great thing. And always be consistent with your decisions, with your discipline, and keep things simple. Personal branding is I don't think it's a big rocket science. It's just simply doing what you do, but in a more organized way, in a very simple way, in a very communicative way, I would say. It's not a week-long process, it's not a month-long process. It takes years to build one, but I think at last the most important thing is stay relevant. You cannot be irrelevant and build a personal brand at the same time. Believe me, guys, because ultimately you have to provide value, you have to work hard to build a personal brand, you have to stay relevant. For example, me, there's no point of me if I don't make good videos. There will be no views. There are very few views now, but views has been constantly growing. They would be stopped growing if I make useless videos or something that doesn't provide value. And if you think that my video provides value, do like my video, subscribe my channel, share my videos, and do drop your questions in the comment section. I'll answer them all. And thank you for watching this video. So stay relevant, work hard, and build your own personal brand. Thanks for watching this video. You take care.